I didn't have any money. I was beefing with my family and I could not get a job. Like everything was just like boom, 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 all bad. And I was complaining to a very successful friend of mine who actually is no longer with us, is David Levitard, Dan Levitard's.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Was a very talented artist, and I was complaining to him about everything, and he was painting and listening to me complain, and he stopped me and was like, "Let me ask you something. What's something that you want for yourself in the next 3 years?"
Joy Taylor is a woman who carved her own lane in one of the most male-dominated spaces in media.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. It's Joy Taylor.
Known early on as the sister of NFL legend Jason Taylor, Joy didn't ride anyone's coattails. She built her voice in radio, sharpened her takes, and worked her way into national television. By 2016, she was on Fox Sports 1, moderating Undisputed and eventually co-hosting Speak. In 2025, a high-profile workplace lawsuit went viral. After the controversy, Fox didn't renew her contract, and overnight the headlines got louder than the highlights. Next up, Joy Taylor on Broke Stories.
So actually, the story that generated the energy comment was a broke moment. I was just getting out of a very abusive relationship, and I was sleeping on my friend's couch, who I had given her the couch the year before. Actually, I wasn't sleeping on the couch. I was sleeping on like the Chase Lounge. So it was like the Chase Lounge with like something else on my feet. I mean, I'm short, but not that short. I didn't have any money. I was beefing with my family and I could not get a job. Like everything was just like boom, 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 all bad. And I was complaining to a very successful friend of mine who actually is no longer with us. Was a very talented artist, and I was complaining to him about everything, and he was painting and listening to me complain, and he stopped me and was like, "Let me ask you something. What's something that you want for yourself in the next 3 years? It can be a man, it could be a car, it could be a job. Like, what's something you want for yourself in the next 3 years?" And I was like, "Oh, I want to be full-time on air, on radio or TV in the next 3 years." And he was like, "How much of your energy are you putting into making that happen?" And I was like, "I don't know, 8%. Like I don't have a place to live. I'm living on my friend's couch right now. I'm not talking to my family. I don't have a job, blah, blah, blah. Like I'm coming out of this relationship, just like blah, blah, all these things," which were valid.
Yeah.
But, I'm not focusing my energy on the thing that I want. And he was like, "Why do you think that that's not happening for you then?" And I don't know if it's because I was really low.
It just clicked.
It was just like, it was the light bulb moment of my life.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally like everything just made sense when he said it. Like, of course, people have told me that a million different ways before that. Of course, people had given me that advice before. But it just changed my perspective on everything I've ever done in my life. And it's from that moment until right now on this couch, I've been on the path I was supposed to be on, because the very next day, I got after it. And I just changed everything that I was doing, and everything just had fallen in place. Intentions, manifestation, but also just cutting the bullshit out for yourself. Like, sometimes life is happening to you, and there's no doubt about that. And you deserve to be sad, and you deserve to feel those things and process those things. And it's happening to you. Sometimes you are happening to life.
Yes.
And you have to know the difference.
Yes.
Are you causing this situation? Are there things that you can do differently to stop what's happening to you, to change the direction, to change the energy? Is this something that is even remotely within your control? Yes. And if it is, you have to take the reins of it. But you're absolutely right. Like, giving advice to people, I don't really give unsolicited advice.
I was about to say, I want to add to that, because something profound happened to me in the last 9 months. I met these people, and it was a groundbreaking moment. I just feel like I should share it with you. And they was basically saying most of us are dealing with shit because we're in winter. And what happens in winter? Things die. The leaves dies. Everything dies, so God can bring new stuff. So they told me, you're keeping yourself. A lot of us are holding on to winter because we're holding on to things that might not be for the next season. God is like, that can't go with you to the next step. So I started letting things go. And it's like everything that I dreamt of started coming my way. It was like, damn, I had to get rid of that to have that. And by the way, the weird part, it was just people who I was like, why can't you just do this? And then they leave, and then someone comes to that same spot and does it. So you start understanding God is like, it's you, dummy. I'm trying to help you, but you're not listening.
It is, sometimes it is completely outside of your control. Like things happen and life is hard. Life is hard for everybody. Everybody is dealing with a different struggle, a silent struggle, the silent your trauma. Everyone is. But sometimes you are creating things for yourself and you're holding on to people, or you're holding on to jobs, or you're holding on to, I don't want to say dreams, just things that aren't meant for you. And you have to at least give it the risk and take the chance that there's something that you can change. But the energy thing is the most important thing to me, because that comment from him about energy is what made the most sense. Like, I liken it to getting in shape.
Yeah.
We all want to skip the process of getting in shape, right? We don't want to lift the weights. Like, we don't want to do the things, but we know what it takes to get in shape. Like we know, everyone knows, but it's the doing part.
Yes.
But it's like, if you put your energy into getting in shape, you will get in shape. And it's also about habits. So once you are habitually doing things that are positive for you and you're pouring your energy into whatever it is that you want, whether it's getting in shape, whether it's building a career, whether it's, finding a partner, like whatever it is that you're putting your energy into, it's going to come to you because you're putting energy into making it happen.
Take what you learn and you just keep adding on to it.
I got hit 4 times with a .357 Magnum. I was paralyzed on the whole left side. They said I'd never have the use of my left side ever again in life, right? Wow. And see, the devil's a liar.
And that's what God has shown me. It was like, no, this is meant for you. You're an actor.
Yeah. The maintenance, man, the brakes went out on that.
Oh, man.
Need an oil change. It was down bad.
I'd never won anything in my life. I was always unlucky. If I was in a dice game, I would lose. I wouldn't go gambling with none of my homeboys, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I had bad luck in my head.
Oh man, I have many broke stories, but the one that comes to mind specifically right now, I'll have to say
sleeping in my car after recording my very first album.
If you go back and look at YouTube and go look at the video, none of them clothes was mine, bro. Nothing I had on was mine, bro. Like,